So I've selected this topic because nowadays library science has become almost invaded by the computer science. Library science has not remained only library science; it is almost 30-40%, 50. You can say 50% computer science. Not only computer science, we basically deal with the application. We don't. Of course, we develop applications, but again, basically, we have to apply the available technologies for providing ICT-based library services to the users. Okay, so skills is a very, I think, very common term nowadays. Skill. Even the current government is also having a lot of, has taken a lot of initiatives for skill development. It is often said that our students, our graduates don't have the requisite skills to get employment. I think you might have also heard about this thing. Many times these things are being published in paper that Indian youths, Indian students don't have the requisite skills to get employed in the industry. Sometimes it is said that there is a gap. What things are being taught in the in the universities and what is being required in the industry. Okay, so library science is one of the very first field where ICT application has been applied. With the coming of computers, library profession is one of the first professions to adopt computers-based technologies for providing improvement of library services. Okay, so let us continue. So here I have just given one animation here. One boy is, you can see, is it visible? Rajesh, it is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So you can see one boy is doing juggling. I think we often also try to do such type of tricks. Now, question is it a skill? Anyone? Is it a skill? Does any skill is involved in it?
Please answer to sir's question.
You can turn your mic and try to answer.
So yes, sir.
Somebody is saying yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is a skill, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yes, sir.
So can you tell me this? How this skill is being developed?
So practice.
Yes, practice. Okay. So so if you go with the definition of skill, it is an ability. That is, it is your ability to do a task, to do an activity, sometime with predetermined results. That means a result has to be determined within a given amount of time, energy, or both. That means you cannot complete a task. You have to complete a task within a given time, sometimes with your limited resources, with your time and energy. Okay, so skill is the ability to perform an action with predetermined results, often within a given amount of time, energy, or both. So this is a definition taken from Wikipedia. I think it is clear what is a skill. For example, say communication skill, painting skills, cooking skills, driving skills. Okay, so a skill is everywhere we need. It is not like that. Even the robbers, even the thieves also need some sort of skills to do the trick. Okay, and they also develop it through practice or by looking at others. I think the definition of a skill is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So every day we need skill to do our daily activities. Even our mother requires cooking skill, okay, to cook proper food for us. The teacher needs teaching skill. The driver needs driving skill. And as long as we start practicing, our skills go on increase. It increases with time, and with the increased amount of practice, we put the amount of time we devote for developing a skill, it increases, isn't it? The more effort you put to develop a skill, it is bound to increase within a period of time. For example, you see the chances of accident by new drivers are more, isn't it? Huh? If a new driver is driving a car, the chances of accident by him is more. So you'll find that those who are driving new car, they are driving in a slower speed and lower gear, isn't it? Huh? Those who has just learned driving and they're on the road with their new cars, what they will do is they will drive at a very slow speed and in the low gears so that they can control the car, isn't it? As they keep on driving, as they practice it, their speed, their everything, the driving capability, all this thing will increase over time. So this is how a skill is developed. So ICT skills are also no different than other skills. These are also have some certain common characteristics. Okay, so we'll come to that. Before that, you see how a skill is developed. Basically, we require three essential steps for any skill development. It's not only ICT. This is a common skill development steps. This is first is training. We have to get training. Now, training again, we can have training, formal training. We can have informal training. We can learn by observing someone else, isn't it? But collectively, we call it training. So you can hear, you see, it is written that attend a workshop, take a course, read an article, okay, observe someone who excels at the skill. These are all the ways to add strategies to your toolbox. So this is one of the first essential step in skill development. That means you have to get training. So training is not always formal, it can be informal also. It can be by looking at others also. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then next is practice. There's someone already said that juggling. The boy was doing juggling. He has learned it by practicing. Before practicing, he must have seen it somewhere. He must have seen it in the circus or somebody else who is doing this, or maybe from TV, maybe from some other sources. He has seen it, and then he has become interested in it. And he thought of applying this technique on himself so that he can also develop that skill, isn't it? It's because of his interest. It is not mandatory, isn't it? The juggling is nowhere is a mandatory skill, but many of us try it as a hobby, isn't it? So he might have seen it somewhere and he became interested in it, and that means he got the training somewhere. Then he started practicing. Maybe initially at the lower speed, and ultimately the speed his speed increases. That is practice. Then after practicing, there must be some evaluation. That is called feedback. So here it is written as feedback. That means you must have to evaluate how much you have developed, which areas you have developed, and where you are lagging. So assess your progress, identify areas where you have improved and areas for continued growth. So these three steps, I think these are three essential steps for any sort of skill development, isn't it? For example, in our house, the girls look at their mothers, how they cook, isn't it? It's very interesting. Mothers, basically when the girls, not only girls, it is very unfair nowadays to use cooking for girls. They associate that cooking term with girls only. It is even boys also. Okay, so children, I use the term children here. So children used to look at their mothers, how they cook, how they do the household chores, isn't it? So after say becoming 10, 12 years old, 13, 14 years old, tried they try to apply those things to do on their own. So they try to help their mother. They try to cook, isn't it? Initially, the cooking may not be good, huh? But over a period of time with practice, they ultimately learn it how to cook, isn't it? Or to do the other household works. Hmm? Isn't it? So that is also a skill. Don't think that only ICT is a skill. Okay, cooking is also a skill. Huh? And nowadays you can see that the cooks, very five-star hotel cooks are very much in demand, who are earning in crores. One name such as Sanjeev Kapoor, you might have heard that he is a very excellent cook in India, even all over the world, isn't it? So now feedback is there. That means in formal courses you give examination, isn't it? Practical examinations for these computer practicals and all these things, and then you are being evaluated, and you get based on your marks also, you know that where do you stand. Okay. So I think it's clear now the essential steps of three essential steps of skill development.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My voice is clear, no?
Yes, sir. It is clear.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Any doubt, queries? Anyone having any question?
No, sir.
Is it interesting or boring?
Sir, it's interesting.
Okay.
Interesting, sir.
I'll try to make interesting with some giving some our examples from our day-to-day life. Okay. So just now you understood now that how you just imagine within yourself that how is now if many of you are staying in mess, many of you are staying in hostels, those who are staying in mess, they have to cook their own food. Then they start, if somebody cooks good, if somebody can cook very well, then definitely he or she gets a regular guest, so that she's a very good cook, let us have chicken or mutton, anything that way. So that type of request is there, isn't it, if somebody is a very good cook. So, and those who can't cook, they sometimes feel bad. Oh, I can't cook, isn't it? Why I have not learned it? Huh? That someday I have to. I don't. That someday I might require it. Huh? I have to stay alone from my house, and I have to stay in a separate place, and I have to cook on my own, because we cannot always depend on outside food. It is not good for health also. Okay, so these are some of the common examples. So let us move on to the next slide. So here is we have talked about a skill. What is a skill? Is an ability to do a task within the given constraint, time, energy, effort. Okay, so we have now seen how a skill is being developed. Okay, now this is very important, hierarchy of skill. How we climb high in the hierarchy of skills. Okay, if you basically library science student know that the such type of pyramid is there for data, then in data, information, knowledge, wisdom. You remember this thing? Such type of pyramid is there for this data, information, knowledge, wisdom.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you relate this diagram to that? What happens? We have raw data, then when it is having given some meaning, then it becomes information. Then when you consume that information, it becomes knowledge. And when we apply that knowledge somewhere, it becomes wisdom, isn't it? So this is a hierarchy of skill given by Kakcharov. You can get it from internet also. Full of literature is available there on that. See, we start from the bottom of the pyramid as a student. See, now we are talking about formal skill development. How students basically acquire knowledge during their courses, isn't it? They know the basic, they acquire the basic knowledge. So if you go back to your, if you have completed MLIS or BLS course, you know that a lot of ICT based curriculum is being taught to you, and if you are being taught with the basics, We don't just go to directly to library automation. We don't just do directly go to digital library. Huh? We start from word processing. We start from spreadsheet. We start from computer basics like hardware, software, computer networking. Huh? Isn't it? So we start from the basics and we go to the advanced level. If I am to talk about our Assam University syllabus, I remember that I know that in the first semester there is a paper called Information Technology. That the theoretical paper where you discuss the various basic aspects of computer information technology. Okay, so Rajesh might be teaching you these things, that how computer works, what are the functions computer can do, what are the peripheral devices, what are the storage devices, what are the hardware, software, all those things, basic things we discuss. And then in the second semesters we have IT-based practice, where what is being taught, we practice operating system, DOS, Windows, Linux. We practice word processing. We practice a spreadsheet. We practice PowerPoint. We practice database also. Then in our syllabus, internet searching is also there. Then in the third semester, we start with a library automation. We don't go to any advanced level software. We start with the basic soul software, so that it is easier for the students to understand how automation software works. Then in the fourth semester, we go to digital library software, digitization, OCR, RFID, etc. All this type of advanced things. So if you want to relate this thing, now in this pyramid, you can see here, students basically during their course, they acquire the basic knowledge. Okay. What is being taught to you, you try to learn that, you try to practice that, and by the time you develop some knowledge, isn't it? Then after passing out, you become apprentice. You work as an apprentice, or you work as an intern somewhere, or then you use this what you have learned, that you start playing with your knowledge. This students, this you can see here is student, that the student acquire the basic knowledge, that is, then when you become apprentice, they used to play with the knowledge. Then you get a job, you become a specialist, you become librarian, then you have to work, you have to deliver your to the service, you have to deliver service to your library clients, users. Then that is purposeful use of knowledge. Then you start actually using your knowledge, whatever you have learned during your studentship, during your apprenticeship or internship. Then while after working in as a librarian or any other capacity, you have developed some expertise by repeatedly working on the same thing, isn't it? Then that is, you become expert. That is creative use of skills to resolve problems. That means that at that point of time, you climb one step higher in the pyramid of skills and you become problem solver. That means you become expert and you start to solve problems. Now again, I think let me tell you here one thing. All problems may not be solved by one person. There may be different experts in different problems. Okay, just like our doctors. Okay, if we have a fracture, we go to orthopedics. We have a stomach problem, we go to gastroenterologist. If you have eye problem, we go to ophthalmologist, isn't it? So it's not necessary that one person develop all the expertise. Okay, then after working as an expert for some time, you become craftsman. That means you, at that point of time, you create starting new knowledge, new skills you develop new products, new service, new leadership. You give leadership. So that at that point in time, you become inventor. This we call it craftsmanship. Okay, craftsman who can create new knowledge, skills, products, service, leadership. I think it is clear how we climb higher in the hierarchy of skills. Say I have not yet gone to the ICT skills. I am just talking about any skill, any subject area. This is totally applicable. You talk of medical science, you talk of engineering, you talk of law, is equally applicable here on all the fields. Hierarchy of skills. Huh? If a law student just completes his LLB or LLM, then he practice under a big lawyer or under a law firm. Huh? Then he's not directly being sent to the court to fight big cases. He's being asked to assist the other lawyers in preparing their case. And by doing so, he's working as apprentice and he start learning that how the cases are being handled. And after working for some 2, 3, 4 years, then he become practicing in the law, where other new students will be assisting him. Then after practicing, he become experts, and after expert, then he becomes craftsman. Okay, Razer, is it clear? Let the students answer me, because they may find it a little bit
Yes, sir.
problematic.
So everybody please turn on your mic and you answer, then you can again turn it off.
If anyone has any queries, then you can please ask me.
No, sir, no question from me.
Is
Yes,
it
sir,
okay?
it is clear.
Clear,
No,
no?
no
Okay.
question, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Now, here I have intentionally given, like now we are going to ICT. So in my class itself also, the very first class for ICT, I tell the students to fall in love with the computers. Because I already mentioned that 30-40% of our syllabus is based on computers only in LIS. Certain 30% it is 30% management, 30% computer science, and the rest the others library science, isn't it? So first is, see, for working in any field, you need a philosophy. Means your attitude. Your attitude is going to decide your fate, isn't it? So if you have developed the right attitude, that means you want to work, you want to serve the users, you have to learn. You know that you have to learn, and then you will learn. If you don't have that thinking, that however you try or whatever technique training is being given to you, it is useless until and unless you have the right philosophy that okay, I want to excel in this library science profession. Now it is this philosophy, I think, is applicable everywhere nowadays. Every field, every profession nowadays based on computers only. Even doctors are also writing their prescription through laptop because their handwriting is very poor, very poor. Or sometimes they don't do it itself, their assistant do it. They write on their pad and then the assistant transcript it and give it to and the doctor check it whether it is okay or not, because due to wrong medicine a lot of people die. We know that is under medical negligence. So every profession nowadays computers has penetrated. So we'll be talking here basically for the library science profession. Hmm. So you know that library science almost already dominated by computers. So if you are already in this profession, you want to excel in this profession, you have to love computers. You have to love working on computers. It's not like that you love computers, then you keep computer every time with you. It's not like that. Okay. Huh? That while sleeping also you keep computers before your head. It is not like that. That means you have the right philosophy. You love working on computer. You love learning new softwares. You love learning new techniques. Okay, so is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let us come to the main topic, that is ICT skills. ICT, you know, that information communication technology. So let me just give a little briefing idea about what is information technology. It is nothing but the technology which is used to transfer information from far-flung places, remote areas. That means information can be accessed from any place, and the technology used to deliver information is information technology. Now it is being again, communication is also added, because without communication, information cannot be passed on. So it is IT or ICT, same thing. Okay. ICT skills. Okay, so you know that what are the components of IT? This is people, procedure, hardware, software, and data. This is the basic components of any information system. Okay, so to work on any information systems, we must have certain skills, training, formal training skills. Okay, so ICT skills are about understanding and applying a range of computer programs, softwares, and other applications. Okay, it's like understanding and applying a range of computer programs, software, and other applications. This include word processing, spreadsheet, databases, PowerPoint, and search engine. Okay, so now see, ICT skill you talk that there are computer science students also. Okay, what computer science people do? Basically, they develop new technology, new softwares, new hardwares. That is their job. And IT people, what they do is IT people apply these technologies to develop new applications, isn't it? And we as a library science are basically we basically deal with the applications. Okay, basically we deal with the applications. If you see the history of library software development, it is basically the computer science people who has developed softwares for us based on our requirements. Of course, the librarians assisted them in developing various library software applications, be it automation software, be it digital library software, or whatever it is. They have been, I see, computer science people has been assisted by the library science people. Okay, that is a separate case. Now, you as a student of library information science must have certain ICT skills. Okay, so ICT skills again, as I already mentioned that every application, every field, every subject, they have the computers are being used to perform various activities, isn't it? So if you talk about bioinformatics, they're using computer for this their purpose. Okay, where we have no role. That is their purpose that they will learn from them. For us, what can be the categories of ICT skills? So okay, that is basically this classification is applicable to all, actually all fields. Anyway, I will focus on library science only. So it may be classified as general ICT skills. Okay, general ICT skills mean it should be known to all the students. Okay, and you as a library science have some more should be known. You should know more from others. Okay, why I'll tell on that. Then we have the other categories is domain subject specific ICT skills. That means where computers are applied for provide in the libraries, we have to develop that skills. And third category is advanced ICT skills. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ICT skills classified as
Yes, sir.
general ICT skills, domain subject specific ICT skills, and advanced ICT skills. It is also related to the subject only. Okay, so if you want to have develop ICT, develop advanced ICT skills, that means definitely it will be in your own subject only. Yeah, a library science student or library professional is not supposed to. Generally, he's not supposed to develop advanced ICT skills in say other areas. Okay, it will definitely it will also be subject based. So what are the general subject ICT skills? So before I go to discuss general subject, general ICT skills, I will tell you. See, no, probably other than computer science and IT, no other subjects like commerce, economics, or mathematics, or other subjects have that much of computers means ICT applications being taught. It is almost dominating our library science field because already 30-40% of syllabus is based on ICT only. Okay, so as such, your ICT skills, general ICT skills, should be more than other students, because you see, when you will be working in the library, you have to train other users to use these skills. Are you getting my point? You have to train other students maybe from different fields to apply or you have to train them in using this computers, general ICT, or even the subject based skills also. So your skills comparative to other students should be more. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it justified? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Rajesh, do you agree with me?
Yes, sir. I too.
Yeah, well, you got my point. Now, what I want to say is that
Yes, sir.
means when you will be working in the librarian, people will look forward to you to assist them in their general computer uses also.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point? The students will come, sir, I don't know how to use these features in MS Word, sir, I don't know how to use this formula in spreadsheet. I don't know, sir, how to search this information from internet. Are you getting my point? This type of queries will come across. So in that case, you have to solve. You cannot say to the user, "So I don't know. Please search someone else." Huh? That is
Yes.
that is a strict no-no for the librarians nowadays, because if we have to survive in this profession, we have to provide service, variety of other services to the users, so these users are satisfied with us. That's why librarians are nowadays multitasking. Hmm? Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point? That means lot of queries, lot of tasks you have to complete. Some so the college principal will say that, Mr. Librarian or Miss Librarian, please train our students in word processing, train our students in internet searching. Okay, so if you don't have the skills properly developed, you can't deliver at that point of time. And of course, we can learn and deliver, of course, but basic foundation we must have developed. So that is what the library science syllabus is being designed to deliver, to develop the basic foundation of the students, so that they learn, they become they can do the lifelong learning. They learn new technologies whenever it is available, and adopt it in their service place. Okay, so a student who has passed out 20 years back or 15 years back, if he thinks that whatever he has learned he will survive with that skills, it is a big no, isn't it? It is a big bluff. Ah, whatever today we have learned, one foundation we develop. We try to develop one foundation in the students, so that in the future they can catch up with the new technologies and learn among themselves. Of course, there are training programs, short-term training program, workshop, conferences, training, formal, other trainings, advanced level trainings. But the foundation is built during the MLIC, BLIC course. Okay, so now coming to the general ICT skills, first I have added, you can see here, computer typing. Now you may ask me, sir, is it a skill? Do we need to now learn typing, or do you need to be typist?
Definitely,
Because
sir.
no one would like to be called themselves to be typist, isn't it? In this computer world, in this digital world, if somebody calls you typist, you may feel bad, isn't it? Huh? But let me
Right.
tell you from my own experience, typing is very much essential, very much essential in this field. Because I have seen students start searching for keys, the letters, when they want to type. They start searching where is A, where is O, where is P. Huh? Actually,
Right,
that
sir.
should be known to your fingers. You should not be looking at the keyboard. You simply your fingers should know where A, B, C, D is there. And that cannot be developed without learning typing, typing, computer typing. Now, so if somebody may ask you, some of you may ask me, sir, should you go to the typing school? If you can go, it is okay. Okay, but I don't know whether typing schools are anymore available or not.
I don't think so, sir.
Typing
Nowadays,
schools are available or not, I don't know.
but there are some
See,
softwares.
the problem is here. See, nowadays nobody goes to learn typing. Simply we go to some computer institute to learn computer basics of computer, like what processing, spreadsheet, PowerPoint, etc. And that computer institute basically they give 3 months, 6 months training. To develop typing skills, you require minimum 6 months to 1 year. So they can't afford to give you computer typing practice. Okay, so nowadays it is disappearing actually. So what you can do is you can. There are a lot of softwares available on internet. You can download, or even maybe online. Maybe they were. I have not checked it. But I know it is available. Computers typing softwares are available. You download it and you practice. Whenever you get time, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you practice computer typing. Believe me, it will give you confidence, it will give you respect. When you are using computer in front of others and you are looking for keys in the keyboard, it will give a damn bad reputation, remember. Okay, so if you know typing, it is a very I must say this is a very basic essential skill in case of computers. But I have seen almost 90% of the students of LIS students from my 10 years of teaching, they don't know that they don't have the typing skills. And it is not a good sign actually. Okay, so first, it is not like that you will develop in 1 day or 2 day or 3 day. It totally depends on practice. Or you can have the YouTube videos, so you can watch YouTube videos and other sources how typing skills develop and learn typing. Okay, is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Gautam, do you agree with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So next skill is operating systems. You have to know the operating system. See, again, I'm telling you, you have to know the operating system as a general user, not as a computer science student. Remember, computer science students study operating system from different angle. They study kernel, they study different algorithm, etc. Okay, you don't have to know that. You have to be familiar with the operating system. What are the different areas where what are the different areas of operating system, what are the different functions, because yeah, whenever you have to how to protect your computer, password protected your computer, how to create users account, other users account, how to manage softwares, how to manage the inventory, how to manage devices. So basic skills you must have. And so that is operating system. You have to know your operating system. Not only Windows, you have to know the Linux also. Nowadays, most of the library softwares are in the Linux platform, so you have to know Linux operating system also. Ah, so basic Linux commands, how the Linux system works. Basically, we are very much familiar with Windows. It is in our blood, but since you are in the library science profession, you have to learn Linux also. Okay. Huh? Clear?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next,
Yes, sir.
our next basic general ICT skill is about word processing. So word processing, you know, this is MS Word software. Is even Google Docs is there. Then OpenOffice LibreOffice Writer is there. And then OpenOffice.org Writer is there. There are different, many others. Apple has also got some word processing software. So you have to be familiar with the word processing software, the different. That means your skill should be like that you can train others. Remember, your skill should be you can accomplish your day-to-day activities with the software, and you must have the capacity to teach others also, so that when users come to you, you can satisfy them. Okay, it's not you have to know the different features. Basically, in word processing, what I have seen in the General Computer Institute, they don't touch the reference tab. There is a tab. If you just remember it, there is a tab in MS Word that is called reference. Most of the Computer Institute don't touch that, but it is very important for the library science students.
Right, sir.
So I don't have much time to discuss on that. Just Google it. What are the how to use the reference tab? I'll come to that also later on. Maybe reference management. In reference management, it is subject-based ICT skills. So in MS Word, one very important, that is reference tab is not touched. Many of the students who learn computer from Computer Institute, they don't know anything about the reference tab, because the Computer Institute don't teach that. They don't think that it is necessary, but it is very much essential for the library science people. Okay. Then presentation softwares are there. PowerPoint is there. Even Google has also got on one line. I forgot the name, but it is there. Then you have spreadsheets, Excel. Okay, Excel. Then LibreOffice. I think it is Calc. Different by different names, but commonly we call it a spreadsheet. We have to learn spreadsheets. Okay, because sometime we have to keep records for in our libraries also. We require Excel or a spreadsheet to maintain our records also. Daily number of users, daily books issued. Sometimes we require this thing statistics, so that we can generate report. It is very much useful. Then next general ICT skill is, I have intentionally given the term advanced internet searching. Okay, when you become librarian, you have to search information for others, not for yourself. Of course, you will search for yourself also whenever you require, but you have to search information for others. So your searching skill should be at the advanced level. You have to develop that. Even Google searching, many of us are not familiar with all the features of Google search. Basically, we put keyword and we get the result, isn't it? But there are many hidden features in Google search. Even if you Google it, features of Google search, you'll get it. But we don't know. Then different publishers portal, different other e-resource sites, we have to apply advanced searching. That means pinpointed information must be search. You must be able to search pinpointed information very quickly. Okay, because users will not keep on waiting for you. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Advanced internet searching. See, your searching is an art. Remember, internet searching or searching is an art. When there was no computers, librarians are very much like computers. When there was no computers, around 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s, librarians were like computer. That means they're so experienced. If any users come and ask, sir, please provide me this information, where I'll get this information, they used to say that you go to that cell, consult that book, that page number, you get this information. Such was their caliber. But since nowadays we are living in this digital age, into computer age, we have to apply computers, because of course the volume of information has increased tremendously. 50 years back, the volume of information was very less. Now it is very, very thousands of times it has increased. So it may not be possible to know everything nowadays, as our old librarians used to do. Okay. Then desktop publishing. Desktop publishing is not, it is more than word processing, remember. That means you have to design brochures. Even Rajesh has designed a very good brochure for this ERUDITION program. He has put my photographs, a lot of designing he has done. So that is also an art. You must have that capability, and such type of things sometimes is not always possible in MS Word. Even MS Word has different advanced features which may not be known to all. So you must have developed the desktop publishing skill also. That means nowadays desktop publishing doesn't mean that you publish something through press only. Even internet, you also publish something that has also be properly designed, properly calibrated. That type of ability you should develop. There are software like Adobe InDesign, other softwares are there, Quark Express. You have to have that type of skills. Then other very essential, I intentionally put it in a general ICT skill. It will also come under subject-based ICT skill also, website designing. Basically, in our 4th semester MLI syllabus, we teach the students how to develop website, how to create links, how to create pages, how to link them. So website designing nowadays, even the small children, 5, 6, 7 school-going kids can also design websites. So we as a library science people should have these skills to develop websites. There are different softwares, ready-made softwares are there. WordPress, then this Joomla, the Drupal, different softwares are there. But you must have that capability. Then social networking. I know all of you are social network literate. All of you have social network account, Facebook?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But do you know how to make a message viral?
By sharing.
Good question, sir.
Do you know how to make a message viral instantly?
So by sharing.
Sharing. Do you know it will become viral? Do you think it will become viral?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh, See, in terms of social network, I may be a little bit outdated because I don't I don't use to it very much. But nowadays, social networking is also an skill. That means you must be able to put something in the social network. See, I'm not talking to use social network your personal account. Huh? I I would here we are talking about professional means social networking is skills as a librarian, because your library must have a social network account, isn't it, to connect with the users. We all know that library users may not be visiting the library website daily, but they visit their social network. They are on the social network always, isn't it? Your social Facebook account is always on, isn't it? Data is on. Whenever there is something, it pop-ups, isn't it? Huh? So it is very much essential for a library to be available in the social network and connect with the users. Oh, that is again, it will be a huge discussion on that. But you must have certain skills develop how to use the social network to connect with the users, to get their attention, and to provide them services, and also to get their feedback. So it is a skill. Okay. Any question on that?
No, sir.
So, and then video editing, you see, just yesterday's lecture, Rajesh has edited the video, he has trimmed it, and I have made a very good video, and I made it available on YouTube last class, Kursa's class, isn't it? So you must have the video editing skills also nowadays. Of course, you students are very, very, very intelligent, very clever how to edit videos, you learn very quickly, but that skill must be developed. How to edit video and how to put it in a proper way, so that because when you become librarian, you have to create a lot of educational videos, how to use your library, virtual tour of the library, different different aspects of the library. You can make videos available and make it available in your website, so that users need not come every time come to you, and they can learn by watching the video. I have seen foreign universities, Australia, US, Europe, their library websites are having link to a lot of YouTube videos which they have created, very, very high quality, highly edited, good content videos are there. Okay, so which is being professionally done. Maybe it may be professionally done also, but then again you have to pay money. But some sort of video editing skills you must develop, so that you can create good videos for your users and make it available on the internet. Then my last, this list is not exhaustive. There may be others. I may miss some of the more important skills also, which you can, if you know, then you can point it out here. Okay. Then last I have added general computer maintenance. Can anyone tell me what is computer maintenance?
Students, please answer.
What is computer maintenance?
Sir, it's like.
See, I've used the term general. I have not.
I have not.
Yes, tell me.
General. Tell me. Sir, it's like some time to time whether the processors are working properly or not, and whether it requires the malware
Yes, yes,
functions.
yes,
Malware functions
yes,
are
yes.
uh, whether it needs to antivirus or
Yes,
not.
yes, yes. To some extent, we have some extent you have touched it.
It's
Please,
like
mute your mic. It is
mute your mic. It is
bouncing back the sound.
bouncing back. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
see. Okay, so please mute your mic because it is reflecting my sound, bouncing back my sound. See, by general computer maintenance, I will share some of my experience from the lab. Sometimes students complain, sir, computer is not working, nothing is happening. My this computer has gone bad. Please check it. But they don't. They can themselves fix the problem. Sometimes the power cable is not properly plugged in. Sometimes the switch is not on. Either CPU is on, monitor cable is unplugged, and they start complaining, sir, it is not working. Sometimes they don't get the network, and I see that the network cable is unplugged. Okay, so you must be able to connect the computers properly, different devices properly, printer, scanner, and other devices, projector. You must have that skill. I have seen in many big places, the big shots don't know how to project the screen in a projector, laptop screen in a projector, and this is a fact. I have seen a lot of big shots who can't connect the project laptop screen to the projector. And that is very embarrassing. So by this general computer maintenance, you must be smart enough to connect projector. You must be smart enough to connect to the LED, this HD TVs or the different gadgets. You must be able to connect the computer to the mobile. You must be able to connect. Nowadays, even mobile screen can be shared with the projector. So then again, different computer parts you must know, but sometimes it is not, maybe all of you may not be interested. Some sort of hardware, this how to install software, how to uninstall, how to update, how to install antivirus, how to update the antivirus, how to do the computer maintenance, defragmentation, disk cleanup, different other aspects are there. So these things should be known to you so that your computers remain healthy. Okay, if you don't do this thing, the computer's life will be decreased. And you know that our government organizations are always has lack of fund. So if your system is damaged, you may not be easily getting a new one. Okay, so it is better to maintain the existing one, and sometimes it is required, you must be upgraded. So the software may be upgraded, hardware may be upgraded. Okay, you are finding the computer is very slow because it is old. They increase the RAM. Sometimes hard disk needs replacement. So this thing should be known to you. Okay, so this is from my personal perception that this thing should be known to you. And I have experience over the years while teaching in libraries, many of the students are either not interested in all these aspects or they don't want to learn this thing. And in the job, they face a lot of problems. Again, I am telling you, teaching all these things in the syllabus is not possible. You must have developed interest to learn this thing. Okay, that's why I take this topic so that I can share some of my practical experiences. Okay. If I have missed any general ICT skills, please mention so that we can discuss. I have intentionally not given the database here, database designing and all this thing, because again it requires a lot of skills.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Sir, this pandemic situation, everything is closed. So users or students face some problems to getting the information from libraries. So, sir,
please repeat the question.
Sir, do you
Please
think
repeat your question.
Yes, sir. Do you think social networking sites is helpful to disseminate information to users?
Social networking site is helpful for disseminating information to the users. That is your point, isn't it? So, yes, it is helpful. You can always connect with the users through social networking, because your library website or library portal may not have that advanced features, or the users may not always connect to your library website, but you know that they are always connected to their social network. Just like you think about yourself, that you are always online on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, blah blah blah, isn't it? Right? So if library can reach the users through social network, what is the harm in it? And they should do it. They should always reach the user through social network. For doing so, just a few months back, one of my scholar has done some research on use of social network by libraries in Northeast, and actually, it is the usage is very poor. Uh, as an organizational level, as a library, as this organization, use is not so good. Okay, that has come up from the research. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
Sir.
Any question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. 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 Please mute your mic. Please. There's some sound is coming.
Yes, sir. I don't know. All mics are on mute only. Only mine and Gautam sir are on. So I'll turn off my mic.
Yeah, I'm turning off mine as well now for now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it is. It is gone. It is gone. Okay. Sorry, but it's creating some noise. Okay. So let us move on to the subject-based skills. Subject domain specific ICT skills. Am I getting late? Rajesh, what is the time?
No, sir. It is around 6 p.m. Sir.
6.
6 p.m.
6. Okay. Okay. I will
Yes,
take
sir.
another half an hour. Okay.
No problem, sir. No problem.
So is it interesting?
Yes, sir. It is very interesting, sir. It seems like I'm in the class once again.
Thank you.
Some university days.
Oh, but I don't think I have discussed anything about skills development.
Yes, sir. And your
So you have
slides are
given me this
also,
opportunity.
sir, your slides are also very very good, sir. Like
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
animations and these things are very good.
Otherwise, I have to attract your attention. Otherwise, somebody may sleep.
Yes, sir. That's true.
That is one way of attracting your audience.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So coming to domain specific, subject specific ICT skills, you know that nowadays all the libraries are automated with different softwares. So these softwares are very high end, very sophisticated nowadays. Integrated functions are there, and for using these softwares, we need proper training. At least 6 months to 1 year trainings is required, which is being given in the MLI syllabus or maybe in the BLI syllabus. Okay, so first, subject specific ICT skills. You must have good understanding of the library automation softwares, how it works, the logic. See, I am sharing one experience here. Whenever I discuss something, whenever I start discussing about automation software, be it Soul or Koha, students try to memorize the steps. Students start writing the steps. They are not listening what I am talking. They simply want to write down the steps so that they can memorize it. That is a very wrong thing. Okay. It is a computer itself is a very logical machine, it works on logic only. So even the softwares are also works on logic only. So you have to understand the logics, the different how the logic behind each and every step, then you can easily learn it. So that thing you keep in mind while running automation software. Don't just try to memorize the steps. Sometimes it is required, but try to understand the logic. Then it will be very easier for you to learn. Okay, so library automation software, different softwares are there. We start with basic software like Soul. Then we start, then we practice Koha also. Nowadays, most of the libraries are using Koha. Then there's open source software. Okay, there are different pros and cons of different automation software, which I will not discuss here. Okay, but this is one of the subject specific skill. And whenever you go for interview also, sometimes they test these skills, whether you can enter data in the library automation software or not, whether you can retrieve data from the software or not. So this type of skills is being tested. Okay, so certificate only will not help you. You have to know so that you can crack the interviews. They do while they're doing this skill test, they ask the student to do this type of job so that they can evaluate you whether you know or not. Then after automation software, we have digital library softwares. It's a very huge thing. Okay, digital library softwares. For learning digital library softwares, we have to learn digitization, different digitization equipments are there, very high-end equipments are there. But problem with us is that many of the library science departments are not having that high-end equipments to give demonstration to the students or give practice to the students. So in our university, in Assam University, we try to procure some scanners, some OCS softwares with not very high-end, but at least students can learn something. Okay, I know that many of the universities are having this problem because digitization equipments are very costly and many of the universities can afford it. Okay, anyway, don't get frustrated. In future also, if your foundation is good, then you can learn it. Okay, so DSpace digital library software involve a lot of things are there. We have a digital library paper also itself, even one practical, one theory paper. So a lot of things are there to learn there. Because most of the libraries nowadays are having their digital libraries. Okay, so DSpace, ePrints, GSDL, different softwares are there. Some softwares are being practiced, and one interesting thing I must share with you: most of the softwares demo are available online, even without. If you don't have server, you don't have these systems, you just go to these demo sites, do whatever you want to do, and learn it. So once
Sir,
one of
Yes, sir. Sir, can I ask one question, sir?
Please,
Sir,
please.
So what about LIS, sir? LIS demo is not available online.
See, LIS is a commercial, very commercial software.
Yes, sir. Very costly.
Okay, it's a very costly and very commercial software.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is an Indian software, no doubt, but they don't have all these features of demo. They don't release the demo, etc. Okay, they don't give this practicing and all these things. This is a very commercial and very costly also. I have experience of using Lipsys for 5 years. This is a good software. At one point of time, that was the best software in India.
Okay.
But nowadays, I think Koha has overtaken Lipsys.
Yes, sir.
But one advantage with Lipsys is that they give training, they take the AMC, etc. All this thing. If there is any problem, they will do the task. That is the only advantage.
Very costly. I think
Very costly. If it may be 7 lakh, 10 lakhs rupees, and yearly you have to pay 20%, 30% as an AMC. So most of the libraries are college libraries, especially, don't have this amount of money to purchase Lipsys.
Mainly used by IIM and
IITs. Even they are also not now. I stop using.
Okay.
Lipsys, I don't know what is the current. I have not seen the latest version, but Lipsys 3.0, I think I was using in my library in Gangtok for 5 years. It was very good software. I ran it without a single problem for 5 years. But ultimately, that library migrated to Koha because Lipsys has become a burden. It is costly also. If any library can make the payment, it is okay, no problem. Okay, it's a commercial software, and there is no any scope to. They don't give it to the departments also to give practice to the students. Okay, even if you want, they will ask for money.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so Koha is good. Open source software. Koha is good, and most of the libraries are using. I don't say the Lipsys is bad, but the money is involved here.
Yes, sir.
Then domain-specific, subject-specific skills are under third category. We have Web 2.0, 3.0 tools. So what are the Web 3.0, 2.0 tools? That is RSS feeds, blocks, web blocks, various other things are there. So these technologies and tools you must be able to use for the providing library services. You must know how to develop RSS feeds and how to. So this is advanced tools. Not very hi-fi, but with some training or some learning, you can easily use it. So these things should be known, because nowadays these are very important, because even social network and all these things are under Web 2.0. Social network, Facebook, Twitter, all this comes under social Web 2.0 tools. Even now, people are talking about Web 3.0, Web 4.0 also. 4.0, this artificial, etc., artificial intelligence, all these things will come up. Then under domain specific, we have library website, portal management. So this is again library website development. We teach the student in our syllabus. Portal is something different. It's very high end actually. Library portal, just Google it, you'll get the idea. It's very high end with a lot of features, advanced features are there. But if a library develops or purchases any portal software, the librarian must be able to handle it. Of course, you'll get on-the-job training for it, no problem. Okay. Then e-resource management. This is subject domain specific. Nowadays, 70%, 80% of the library resources are in the e-format, digital books, e-books, e-journals, e-encyclopedia, different everything e. So you must be, you must have the knowledge about how e-resources are management regarding their usage, all these things, because sometimes your authority may ask you how many resources are being used, how much you are paying, how much benefit you are getting. All these things are being managed through e-resource management. That softwares are there for e-resource management. You have to learn on that. Then another very important nowadays emerging ICT-based skill is reference citation management. Reference citation management is very, very important nowadays because you have seen that various accreditation ranking agencies ask for the publication of the faculties, number of citations they are getting for their publications. So you have to be familiar all these things, and you have to teach your users how to use this reference management, citation management. Different softwares are there, Zotero, Mendeley, even MS Word has also got a feature. Even Mendeley, Zotero also works under the MS Word plugin also. So you have to learn these things. I don't know whether it is given in your syllabus or not, but in our case, there is an open paper for students of other department. We have given this reference citation management, and we teach them how to use, how to make references using MS Word, how to make references using Mendeley, etc. Okay, there are different softwares out there. So you have to try your hand on that also, because that is very, very important nowadays. Because basically teachers, faculties of other departments is dependent on the librarian for all these things. So you have to teach them. You can teach only when you know. Then again, other aspect I have given, users training of ICT based library facilities. What is it actually? You have to train your library users. The users may be college teachers, the college students, or other library, other users. You have to teach about the various ICT-based library facilities. So basically, the universities give orientation, one-day orientation, or a very short orientation to the new students about the various library facilities. Sometimes small workshops are also being organized to teach the users about the different aspects of ICT-based technologies, like Assam University libraries giving training to the faculties and other research scholars, how to use Orcon, what are the different aspects of plagiarism, how to avoid plagiarism, all the different aspects of these things are being taught to the faculties. So you have to have good knowledge regarding the emerging fields, all these things, so that you can train your users. Then other subject specific, that is virtual referencing. Nowadays software based referencings are being used, although many such softwares is not available in the open domain, but it is being used by various libraries, so that library users may not come to the library, simply their queries is being solved through online, through the virtual referencing softwares. So now that is also one of the emerging areas where a lot of work has been done. Okay, so see, I may be missing something here that is not complete. Just I try to highlight what is important here.
It's fine, sir.
Okay. Then comes advanced ICT skills. See, I have given one slide. I'll come to that. Don't worry. Advanced ICT skills. We think of library software development, library software customization. See, customization also comes under advanced, because it is not being basically we don't teach our students about different aspects of customization of Koha, DSpace, different aspects are there. Sometimes it is not possible, time doesn't permit. So that thing also you can, if someone is interested, this advanced ICT based skills they can develop through training, because a lot of trainings are being organized nowadays. NISCARE is one of the very good organization who are giving this advanced based training to the library professionals for the software customization, all these things. Okay, database designing, then mobile apps development nowadays. A lot of mobile based apps are also being developed by the libraries for their use. Okay, then cloud applications is very emerging area. Very good area, very good potential area where library applications are being launched through cloud. Cloud means internet based. Okay, the libraries are not having their own servers, etc. They are using the cloud facilities to provide service. So that also I have intentionally clubbed in the advanced ICT skills. Okay, and then research data management. This is also again one of the very emerging area where librarians are being entrusted by the authority to manage the research data of the organization, because nowadays research data is very important for institutional ranking, evaluation, and all these things. Okay, research data means how much publication, what research is being conducted by whom, that type of portfolio management are being taken care of by the library science people also. Okay, there are government has also created Indian research, some such type of thing has been created by the Ministry of MHRD also to manage the resource data. And different others are there. If you just Google it, you will get a lot of ideas. Resource data management is also one of the advanced area. Then this big data, machine learning, artificial intelligence, these are also being, some people are working, some library people are working on that. So they have given it under advanced skills. If someone is interested, they can go for it. How big data is helpful, how machine learning is being applied to provide library services. Still, these are very in the initial stages. Okay. Then Internet of Things also is there. How the different sensors are being used in the libraries to save electricity. Suppose, for example, a user come in the studies table. If IoT is applied, he need not put on the light switch. Automatically the sensor will sense and automatically the light will be on. So that is one kind of IoT. This is very simple example of IoT. Yeah? So such type of applications are also being used by libraries, which I have intentionally given under advanced skills. Okay. Then computer networking. That is, of course, we have network specialist. But in many cases, in a university setup like Assam University or any other university, you may have network experts, computer networking specialists. But sometime in small colleges or other libraries, there are no such people who can help the librarian. So the librarian himself can do some sort of small level networking he can learn. I am not talking about very advanced networking, but computer networking is not a very hi-fi type of thing. If you are interested, you can learn computer networking also, how to create computer networks. Okay, under in general ICT skill also, computer networking I wanted to give, but intentionally I have not given it, because sometimes students complain, our network is not, internet is not coming, we cannot connect to the Koha server. So basic networking skills under basic category also, basic general ICT skills. I'm talking about general ICT skills. I go back here. Here also I wanted to give computer networking, but intentionally I have not given because that might confuse you. Basic computer networking, like how to fix IP address, how to put IP address in the computer, how to give wireless, add a wireless connection, all these things, this should be known to you. That should be known to you. How to set up the IP address, how to set up the server address. These are basic networking. Okay. How to check whether the networking is on, network is working or not. Okay. This is a very simple example, very simple command. This is ping. Suppose you want to check the network connections, ping under go to command.com and give the command ping gmail.com. It will show you whether it is working or not. So such a very simple example is there. But that's why I have not given it intentionally in the general ICT skill. That's I put it under advanced ICT skill. That's computer networking. There are different. Of course, we have limitation here. Remember, we have limitation here. If some, but again, I'm telling you, if someone is interested, someone wants to learn, that is not impossible. Remember, there are many courses like Cisco. Cisco is providing this Cisco certified networking professionals. So if anybody is interested, anybody is comfortable, they can go for the Cisco certification, and definitely it will improve your biodata. It will improve your portfolio. Remember, okay, your chance of employment will become higher. Remember. So this type of advanced certifications, you can go for it if you are interested. Definitely your job chances of getting job will increase. Clear? Rajesh, is it okay?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It's fine, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes I feel like I'm speaking alone.
No, sir. We're listening, sir. We cannot turn on the mic because of the background noise. So
Yes.
we're just
Okay.
switching it
Okay,
back and forth.
so advanced ICT skills, basically these are not being taught in the syllabus due to limitations, time limitation, and other limitations. But if anyone is interested, there are scope, there are regular courses being organized. You can go for it. You can get these courses. You can get yourself trained so that your job, this biodata also becomes heavier. Okay.
That's
Clear?
true, sir.
A employer would like to hire a person with higher capabilities, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Because he's paying the same amount, remember. But he would like to, there's less pay, more work, isn't it? That applies here. He want to pay less when he want to get more works done. But he will hire that person who has more skills.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Any student, any question? I would like to hear any question from the students.
Students, you may ask questions.
You may be having a lot of queries in your mind, I know. Please ask.
One question is there, sir, from Rachana Boro.
Okay.
Please ask.
Please continue.
Rachana?
Rachana, please unmute. Rachana, are you getting me? Please unmute.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you explain about like library software customization?
Okay. Very good point you have asked. So see, basically customization happens with the open source software. If you have little idea about open source softwares are softwares which are freely available, whose program codes, source codes are open. Anyone can customize, anyone can customize those things. Anyone can develop according to his or their own needs. Now that is about software development, means software customization in the development part. But you want to install Koha for your library. Okay. You want to install Koha for your library. Basic customization also, some sort of customization you want, that your college logo should be there, certain other news items should be there, the different sort of customization you want for your library. But as a general Koha, as a general software will not give you that. That has to be customized by someone after installation of the software. That is customization. That means the background is changed, the logo is changed, the icons are changed, theme is changed. So such type of customizations is possible with the open source software. Even the commercial software also may be possible, but that has to be done by the vendor. The vendor will not let open the code so that you can do it. They will do it for you. But open source software like DSpace, Koha, extensive customization is possible. You just go to any Koha OPEC of any big organizations like IITs, IIM, you will find that their Koha appearance is different. OPEC, the appearance of the OPEC is different. That means they have customized it. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any more questions?
Any more questions? MLS code Sam.
Okay, let us go to the next slide.
Okay.
So the topic is like ICT skill development strategy. So how skills is being developed? What strategy you can apply? First, basically general ICT skills you can develop on your own. No problem in it. There are a lot of YouTube materials, other online materials are there. First choice for skill development is our syllabus, our course. We join different course, MLIS, BLIS course to learn the ICT skill, means to develop our skills. Basically, what a student does in library science course, he is being trained to for the library job, isn't it? So definitely, first choice is BLIS, MLIS course. We are already in there. Then for extra skills, you can join workshops, you can join training programs. Different training programs are being organized. This nowadays in the COVID age again, that may not be possible for some time, but when the situation normalizes again, workshop, conferences, training programs will be organized. Don't worry about that. Once the situation becomes normal, then again training will continue as earlier, but for the timing maybe I don't know when it will be normal. But nowadays we have we have online courses. We can go for online courses. Online courses are both paid and in the free mode. YouTube can go for course through YouTube. You can go for course through Udemy is there. The Swayam is a portal by Government of India. A lot of good courses are there. Then EPG Pathshala is there. Then different MOOCs, massive online courses. Massive online open courses are there. It is being conducted by the reputed institutions, reputed professors. People from different thousands of people join these courses and they learn that they get the extra skills of their interest. Then self-learning. Of course, we have our continuous learning, lifelong learning. That means you can simply select a topic you want to learn. You can ask for the different internet sources, books, maybe some consultation from some experts who are expert in that particular area, and you can start learning. So this is there may be other strategy also, but these things I just wanted to highlight here. Basically, it is not very hard, but some sort of training is required definitely, and some are smart enough to learn on their own. Okay, that's why I've included self-learning also. So one thing I would note here, I have given a note here: focus on learning both commercial and open source softwares. That is very important, because commercial softwares are also there, open source softwares are also there. You don't know where you will be working and what software they are using. So it is better to train yourself in both the domains, open source and commercial softwares. And another thing is, skills must be updated regularly. See, once you have learned it today, you must update it as when you feel that there are new things coming in that particular area. You must update it. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Okay, skill must be updated regularly. Okay, that's all about the development strategy. Then one important message here. I have talked about a lot of skills. I know all the students are not equally competent in all the skills. That's what message. Just listen to this message very carefully. It may not be possible for a student to excel in all of the above mentioned skills. It is not necessary. It's not necessary also. Thus, I've highlighted what are the skills, what can be the skills which are important, but it may not be possible for a student to master all the above mentioned skills. So no need of any frustration. Don't get frustrated. That is a very, very important thing. Okay, we nowadays we become frustrated very easily. That should not be the case. Focus in areas where you feel comfortable. Focus in those skills where you feel comfortable. Okay. So definitely you are in the MLIS, BLIS course, you will learn something. Teachers will teach something and then you have to sit for exam. Definitely that you have to learn. But additionally skills, as I already have talked about, advanced skills. Okay. Don't get frustrated. From my experience, I know that all the students are not even equally interested in ICT based skill also. Okay, so I know from my personal experience, all the students are not equally interested in ICT skills, but it is required. It increases your job prospect, it increases your employability, it increases your success in the profession. Okay, so this is a very vital point. You should don't get frustrated. Okay, Rajesh, is it okay? This point I think is required.
Yes, it's fine. It's fine, sir. Yes, sir. It's very important.
Yes.
So you can see this is the attention ring is don't get frustrated. Okay, that is my. I have talked a lot about the skills. I know all of you are not equally interested also, or not. Or for all may not be possible to learn everything. So don't get frustrated. Don't blame yourself. It is quite good. It is not.
Yes,
It is not an issue. Okay, but since we are in the we are in the competitive age, we must develop some skills. And basically, it is not possible to get a job without computer skills in a library. Now they take skill test. I know that they take after passing the written examination, they take skill test, isn't it?
yes,
Right.
They don't believe your certificates.
Yes,
They take test on their own. They give you tasks. Instantly, you have to complete the task, and that decides your fate. Okay, some basic means some common skills you should develop, but don't just run after all the skills that Nabin sir from Assam University has mentioned. So many skills we want to learn everything. No. Don't go for it. That I have just given a list. These are the skills nowadays being available. So try to know where you stand. Some of your friend may be expert, you are not so expert. It is okay. No issue. Don't get bad. Don't feel bad about that. Okay. So that is my point. So these are some of the popular icons I tried to collect in the library software. So other different skills I have talked. You can see there's the ePrints logo, this is Koha, this is Soul, this is this, there's Linux, so the OS logo, there's a Web 2.0, these are different. So you can see YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, Google Plus. And then I don't know the different names also. This is Yahoo, this is Twitter, different other names are not very popular. I think this is Skype. Okay, then this is Office. It's very important. Office skills is important for all. Try to master. Even 100% is not okay. Even if you learn 50% also, quite good. Quite good. It's quite good. Okay. Word, Excel, PowerPoint. If you learn 50%, 40% also, that is good. So that you can work, you can deliver. Okay. And remember to develop your typing skill. That is very, very important. Okay. I think we are at the end of the. So again, I have given one animation. I'm trying to balance question and answer with my hand and leg. So you can throw questions on me. I'm open to that.